It is a M506W, and the chassis on it is a 5M02, and I do have the schematic for it. And what I think is wrong is I think the capacitors, the filter capacitors, finally gave out. It was good for a while. They originally, I checked it out, they were fine, but I think they're gone now. So let's go get the schematic and see if we can find what we need here. Okay, here's the this shows the electrolytics that we need, and I don't know if you can see it or not. I can't zoom anymore. I need an 80 and a 20, and they're both 150 volt, and I do believe that my last order had those in it, or at least something close that will work. Now also here's our schematic for it. So I think we've got everything we need. So I need to pull the chassis out of this little box, and we'll get started and take a look. See. Okay, here's the gutty what's of the whole deal. I just have just a couple screws that have to come out, and this should pull right out. So let me get on that real quick, and we'll get this out of here. I gotta pull it out of the case, and so I gotta fire it up, and I'm just kind of going through a couple stations. Now when it's cold, it seems to work okay. It has to heat up a bit. So right now this is a local station, I believe.
Times a day, minimum. You are not allowed to speed up.
Flavors like rich Asiago, thick cut bacon, and cool and creamy ranch.
Now that's better.
I think that's up in Detroit.
Right like Gilbert? Yeah, man, that's me.
Let's see if we can get some old time music here. I gotta wait and listen. This is Windsor, I think, here. And it's a little rough, so that's okay. But we'll let it run for a while, and we'll see if it starts to get real hot, or if you start getting a buzz. So we'll see. I'll be right back when that happens. Okay, I've had it running, and it's ran really well for about 2 hours, actually. But now I'm starting to get some intermediate buzzing, and I don't think it's anything in the house that's causing it. I'm going to try it a couple more times, but I think it's starting to it's starting to go bad, and that might be right here, our capacitors right here. So yeah, if you can hear it or not, it's starting to come in and out more. Hear that buzz in there? You get off station, you hear it better. That right there, that wasn't there before. And hear how it's spitting? I don't think there's anything out there that's doing that. And for a while there, it was real bad. So I'm going to try a little bit more, and I think I'm going to end up trying those other capacitors in and see if that makes a difference. Because either way, you know, if the new capacitors in it can't do any harm, You know, it's just that if I don't have to put them in, I'd rather be a little conservative, but we'll see. Okay. I decided to give this a try. You know, it was getting a little wonky off and on, and I know that some of it was being affected by like people starting their cars. We got snowblowers going out because we've got like the monster winter going on with. Right now it's around 6:45 at night. It's been going down all day. This morning it was like 15 degrees out. It's now at 2, and the wind chills are already at about 18 below. And by tomorrow morning, we're going to be 15 below regular temperatures, and like 35 to 40 below for wind chills. So, this is like everybody's stuck inside, and if you go out, you gotta run your car a long time. And people are trying to do snow blowers the best they can, and when you run that stuff, it really affects AM. Well, so I don't know. Is that part of the problem? Could be. What I've done here is I've got the 60 and the 20, and I got the green hooked up to my green over here, and I got the red hooked up to my red, which is the 60, and then I put them together, and that's my ground, and I've got it hooked up to ground. So basically I bypassed my regular can up there, my capacitors. And I think what I'm going to do for this one, because this isn't really a restoring thing, it's just a repair, household, use everyday kind of radio. I think I'm going to put these capacitors in. I fired it up. It sounded okay. Same little sounds that come from the lights and all that stuff from the crazy house. The house that doesn't have good reception. So, but you know, I know that's old, and I've got a time date on it, 6026. So I think it's 1960, probably the 26th week. So, you know, that's been there a while, and when you look at it, can't really see it, and I can't really get much more light here, but I don't think it's ever been replaced or stuffed. It looks like the original. So I'm gonna go with that. I'll solder these in, and I'll be back on the video. All right. Okay, radio's back. I put those capacitors in, and I had to do a couple other little spots. The power cord was actually almost coming off, and I gave a little pull, and she popped right off. So I resoldered that. Went and looked through everything else, and everything looked good. So I put it back together. Any little pops and bings now, I think, are from the interference all around us. So, so next time, if you look in the back, you see there's an RCA sticking out in the back, and that's going to be my next project. And now I'm going to end this with the mean old snow. And as I flash around, the wind is actually blowing up, and the actual air temperature is about 0 to 1 below, and the wind chill right now is about 20 below, and we're going for 35. So with that, I'll see y'all later. Until next time, God bless.